What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and I broke this news over on my other channel, Fat and Opinionated. If you have not already, go subscribe over there. If we can get that channel to 10,000 subs, I will start uploading daily videos over there as well. So not only will you get your 3 videos a day here, you will get 1 or 2 videos a day over there as well, if we can get that channel to 10,000 subs. But anyways, Andrew Tate has been arrested. And there's some pretty serious allegations out there about him. This is what he was supposedly arrested for. I can't even say the words here on YouTube. Now, to give you a bit of a backstory about me, I am in no way, shape, or form an Andrew Tate fan. I just became familiar with this guy probably 6 months ago or so-ish. I know that he's a controversial figure. I know that he's been canceled. I know all about his backstory now. But I can't help but question what is going on here. For one, I know the establishment, the powers that be, they want this dude silenced. And listen, I don't agree with everything he says. If you go look at my Twitter account right now, by the way, follow me on Twitter. If you go look at my Twitter account right now, I was just calling him out for one of his dumb takes not too long ago when he said something about like reading books and how you shouldn't read books. I don't know. I don't agree with everything this dude says. But he gets under people's skin and he ruffles feathers because he goes against the mainstream narrative that they're trying to put out there. I don't really like following up with these manosphere, macho man influencers. I think most of them are grifters that take advantage of dudes who have trouble getting women, okay? So I don't really follow up with these type of people. But I understand that there's been this crackdown on this dude. They've canceled him, and he recently just came back on Twitter when Elon Musk bought Twitter. But from what I've seen of him, the clips I've seen, and some of the podcasts that I've seen him appear on, it's as if he predicted that this was going to happen. And that's what makes me really raise my eyebrows, because I don't live in fantasy land. A lot of people still live in fairy tale land. I know that the powers that be, the authorities, if you will, I know that they don't really care about certain things. If they cared about certain things, then we would know all of the names that were on a certain someone's flight list. If they really cared about this stuff, I would be able to say this certain someone's name on YouTube, but I can't. So I can peek behind the curtain and see that a lot of the stuff that goes on in our world, it's a facade. You think that people care about certain things when in reality, they don't. They cover it up, but they will use certain things like this at opportune times. Now, I am not saying Andrew Tate is innocent. I honestly don't know what's going on here. None of us know what is going on here. And I will give a fair and balanced opinion once we get the details. But I can't help but feel like this may be a weird situation. I want you all to look at a couple of clips where Andrew Tate basically calls it out that this was going to happen. Let's check it out.
At the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last 2 lives, which is also why while I'm answering this question, I'm still being careful how I'm answering it.
Balance it just right, and I'm going to save the world and awaken people from the matrix and stay breathing as long as possible. We'll have to see how it goes. But I will say this, because I say it on every single podcast. If they lock me up for some insane bullshit, I didn't do it.
I understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3.
So that's obviously kind of weird and creepy now that he has been arrested. Now, one could say that maybe Andrew knew that he was tied up in all types of stuff. So he went ahead and was putting this out there. He was planting the seeds because he thought one day that maybe whatever he was doing behind the scenes would catch up with him. That doesn't fly over my head. I do view that as a possibility. I'm not here to defend Andrew Tate. I'm not here to blindly defend anyone. I'm just saying that this is really suspect, especially because I know that these people don't really care about stuff like this. You know, rich and powerful people, they get taken down not because they're doing crimes, they get taken down for other reasons. Stuff like this gets swept under the rug all the time until they want to bring something against you. So Andrew Tate has been saying that they're going to accuse him of something crazy and that they were going to arrest him. He's been saying it for a while now. And I don't know. What do you all think? I'm interested in knowing your opinions. Do you think this is a possibility? Do you think this is some big conspiracy? Or do you think Andrew Tate is really involved in some of this stuff? It all sounds believable to me. I know that there is a push to get rid of this guy. And that's not me defending him. That's not me agreeing with everything he says. I can visibly see with my own eyes that there's a push to get rid of this guy. And I know the opinions that he shares are not the opinions of the mainstream establishment. I know there are opinions that some people, or a lot of people, find offensive because we live in a day and age where everyone has to be offended by something. So Andrew Tate, he very much preaches about men being men again and things like that. And I get it. And I understand that some people are turned off by that. And I think people should be allowed to have their own opinions. If you don't like Andrew Tate and what he says, fine. If you do like what he says, fine. But I don't think people should be deplatformed for that. And then when you see people like Andrew Tate deplatformed and basically nuked and erased off of all forms of social media, it shows you the level of censorship that we're living under. And it gets scary because just because you have a bad opinion or the wrong opinion or even the right opinion, it shouldn't mean that you should just be erased from society. You know what I mean? But that's the times that we're living in. And it's scary because if they can erase you and block you and get rid of you for opinions, then what comes next? And Andrew Tate has been saying, you know, at first they tried to cancel me, and then they're going to try to arrest me, and then they're going to try to off me. And Andrew Tate always also says that, hey, I would never do something to myself. So this is one of those situations that you watch play out and you kind of already sense where it may be going. It's the same thing with the guy that we were just talking about, he who must not be named. The guy with the private island who was cool with all the presidents. He had paintings of the presidents up in his home. And he had that plane, that flight list, that guy. We kind of all sensed that something was going to happen to him. And something did happen to him. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I would not be surprised if we wake up in a few days and something has happened to Andrew Tate. So I'm going to keep my eyes on the situation, and I'm going to update you all on the situation, but I may be updating you all on my other channel when it comes to this story. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Is this a big conspiracy, or is Andrew Tate just a garbage human being that is wrapped up in some pretty crazy nonsense? Let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.